right, here we are hanging out in, what town are we in?
Meadow Vista.
Meadow Vista.
Beautiful Meadow Vista.
I don't think I've ever been here before. Like,
Really?
ever. Yeah, you're like, Meadow Vista. I'm like, oh, where's that? No, just gorgeous. This house is amazing. We're going to show you some of this house here in just a minute. But how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. So I'm going to be chatting with Mina Rowe. She's an agent over at RE/MAX. And how long have you been there?
I have been at RE/MAX for 2 years.
2 years?
Mm-hmm.
And how long have you been in the business?
Been in the business for almost 19 years.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And you're still loving it.
I'm still loving it. I'm still loving it.
And your name is like everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, people know me.
Yeah, you're doing your thing. All right, so we're in this incredible house. This home is for sale. Tell me a couple of really cool things about this house.
Well, this is an amazing 3,600 square foot home. 2 homes on the lot, custom home, and just beautiful views, wraparound deck, just incredible house.
We're sitting facing these windows that look out over this lake. What lake is that over there?
Lake Combi.
Lake Combi. Again, I've never heard of that either.
Yeah, it's over there by Lake of the Pines.
I mean, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
And
especially the sunsets and sunrises are incredible.
And the price of this is like...
Yeah, 1.175. It's a steal for 2 homes on a lot.
But look at the house.
Yeah.
And of course, we're throwing B-roll in there, so everyone can see what we're doing. And the home is for sale, so if you guys want it, give her a jingle.
Yeah.
So, what got you into this business? I mean, 19 years ago, what got you into this industry?
Well, you know, when I first got married, my husband and I traveled a lot. Not traveled. He actually got moved a lot for work, and so we ended up buying a lot of homes along the way, buying and selling homes, and. Just the practice of real estate with some of the agents that I encountered wasn't the best experience for me and my husband. So I decided I could do it better. And once my kids started going to school, they all went to school.
Lead by example.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's funny, you know, I've interviewed in 10 plus years, I've interviewed probably 300 agents. And I would say a third of them say exactly the same thing. They just think that they can provide more value to our community. And again, there's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely.
I mean, it shows you integrity. It shows you exactly what you're trying to accomplish.
Integrity is number one for me. Absolutely. Integrity, honesty, and just the relationship building process is just incredible. Most of my clients become my friends.
Well, that's the way it should always be, right? Like a Jeannie.
Yeah.
Jeannie's amazing.
Yeah.
What do you love so much about this industry?
I like just watching the people get so happy about walking into their new home, or you know, the listing side where someone is just ready to move on to their next adventure, then their next home, move on out of state or just into a bigger home, smaller home, whatever. Just the joy that brings me is amazing.
I shoot a lot of key handoff videos for agents. There's, you know, delivering the house, so to speak, to the client, and the kids running through the house, choosing the biggest bedroom, which I think is hilarious because they're not going to get that room.
Right.
And, you know, and putting the key in. And I remember there's this little girl, I think, there was a slide in the backyard, and I remember she runs and she slides down the slide. Her hair was like blowing in the wind, and I was like, it's so picturesque, right? But yes, those moments, I think that doing what I do for a living, it's not only helping you guys, but it is seeing the tears of joy from these people getting into their first home. It's a daunting task. It's, you know, sometimes a year to 2 years to get into a house, especially if they've got credit challenges and things.
Absolutely.
And getting into that house that they're going to raise or start that family in is amazing.
Yes. Yeah. That's one of the biggest joys of doing real estate for me anyway. Just watching that family just transpire into, you know, this amazing new adventure and just following them with that, and just it's great. It's a great thing. So
I call you a rock star, not only because you are a rock star in your business, but you are like a super music aficionado, right?
I am, yeah.
I'm a hi-fi guy, but you're a concert queen, right?
I am a concert queen. I love concerts.
How many concerts do you think you've been to?
Oh,
if you were to put a number on it.
I don't know, probably like 400.
Are you serious?
Well, you know, maybe not that much.
But that's a lot.
It is a lot. You know, I do Bottle Rock every year, which is my favorite festival, and I'm there 3 days every time. So, but I love concerts.
So you do the festivals, you do the local stuff, you do or you do go to sports games. You go to sports games?
Yeah. Yeah, not my favorite, but yeah, I enjoy it if I've got my family with me and we're enjoying. It's all about together time when we're at the sports events.
So I was in the music business for a long while. I guess I kind of still am, but no longer on the performing side. But I was in the music business for 20 years and performing and getting on stage and being the guy on the stage performing music. So going to concerts is kind of like going to work. I don't want to do it, right? It's like, do you go to open houses on your days off?
No, not usually.
It's kind of the same thing. So for me, I'd rather just sit at home and just turn the hi-fi on and listen to music than actually go to a show.
Right. I enjoy the experience of being at the show. It's so different for me. Just experiencing the energy and everything.
That's baseball games for me.
Oh, okay.
And getting the hot dog.
Yeah.
That's baseball for me.
Yeah.
I can watch baseball on TV, but being at the game is just, that's my.
Yeah, well, that's concerts for me.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's amazing. Yeah, I enjoy it.
What separates you from the million other agents that are out there? And I ask this question to everybody, but everybody has a completely different answer because they all have something that is iconic to them. What stands you out from everyone else?
I think just making the process as easy and smooth as possible for either the buyer or the seller. Just having the information when it's needed and digging up information if required for that too. But just the integrity and honesty and just having that relationship with my buyers and sellers, I think is just key. If you don't have a relationship with someone you're working with, it's not going to go well.
Well, your relationship is, in my opinion, is probably the most integral part of the lead generation process.
Right.
Because you want to be working with people that you trust and people that you know, and of course you're going to be getting referrals from people that trust and know you. So, those things kind of go hand in hand.
Yes.
The types of homes that you prefer to work with, what are they? Do you prefer to work with homes like this that are out in the middle of paradise?
I've done both. I've sold land, I've sold little homes, I've sold condos. So from land, the dirt, all the way to something amazing like this. So I've done both, and I like it all. It's all different. So just dealing with the challenges or any hurdles that come along the way, and every transaction is different. So
when you walk into a house, do you just love houses? Because I'm not a house person. I like high rises. I like commercial, actually. When I see a strip mall or I go into a mall and there's like a vacant space, I think of all the amazing things I can put in that space.
yeah.
That's why I've owned retail stores over the years. I go into a strip mall and I'm like, oh my God, I can put this here, I can do this, or I can build this. My brother-in-law is a commercial developer. I love that stuff, right? Are you like that with houses?
I do. I see a house and I could see all the possibilities. Like this house has so many possibilities. It's incredible. And you just have to, think outside the box and use your imagination to just see it and make it your own. Yeah.
That is super cool. How do people get in contact with you if they want to learn more about you?
Well, I've got a phone. You
do
dial in some numbers and there I am.
What's your number?
It's 916-303-6056.
And website?
I just go to I don't really have a website up yet, so to be honest.
You have the Remax, which we'll throw up on the screen. Number one more time, 916?
916-303-6056.